What's up, Dice Crew? Keeping it a Benji, and I'm getting back with y'all. Now, you know we start covering Dame Dash like about a week ago, and we got some more Dame Dash news. We got Dame Dash responding to Fat Joe. Fat Joe made some comments pertaining to the Rockefeller disagreements with like Jay and Dame. You know how it go. I'm sure if y'all a fan, y'all pretty much all the way up to speed. So, you know, shout out to Fat Joe, shout out to Dame Dash, shout out to Rockefeller, you know, current members in past. So let's see what Dame had to say. Shout out to the Dice Crew. Let's tune in. Keep it a Benji for me in the comments. If not, don't jump in. Let's rock.
There's something I want to address. Fat Joe decided to enter the conversation about, you know, the things that I was saying about my experience based on my personal view with the Rockefeller experience and, you know, whatever.
Right.
And he said some shit like make another Hove and delusional and all that. I saw that.
Delusional is real. People hype themselves up to believe that there's something they're not. If you're a hustler, if you're a money getter, then where's your money? If you're a genius and you're smart, then where's your... He said it. You made one, go make another one.
And I was surprised at Fat Joe because he ain't got shit to do with it. And, you know, grown men, he's from the street. We don't usually talk on other men's business, so maybe he's changed. But regardless, I ain't got no beef with you, but I have a response to what you said. Number one, make another Hove? Why the fuck would I make another Hove? He was double dipping. We were paying him highly as an artist, and then he was double dipping from the company, and it didn't make me a lot of money. He did not generate $100 million a year for me. That's why I had to do a lot of other shit. I don't want to make another Hove. But I did make a Kanye, a Cameron, Pause or Help. And, you know, after you do that, I don't have anything else to do. But what I did do was the next year, I started another company called Rachel Roy, and it generated over $100 million a year. So I didn't make another Hove. I made another $100 million company. Ooh. But because you don't speak that language, and most people don't, and a lot of what you know is music, if I'm doing something in another language you don't understand, then it doesn't resonate with you. But do the research, look under the hood, and look at the $100 million company with Rachel Roy that I did a year or two right after that. I don't make an artist, I make a company. And then what I'm doing now, because he was like, yo, where the money at? I ain't going... Number one, to me, it's not a manly thing to ask about another man's money. And other men don't show their money to prove anything to another man.
Facts.
So it's almost like a mind your business kind of thing. But either way, that's your approach. Go ahead and do that. Whatever. But my point is, I want you to look at American New. Take the time, do the research, and because you don't speak the language of television, you might not understand the magnitude of having a television network without partners or raising a dollar, making all the content in it, and making sure you get the ad tech to get the full CPM and the data. So I want to enlighten Fat Joe as to other businesses. Now, I see him doing other businesses like beard dye and promoting putting dye on your face to make yourself look younger. It's not my business model. I've heard him say things like, I'm going to open the door of the richest man in the room. That's not me. And, you know, you can do what you want to do. It's all good. And I feel like, you know, Fat Joe and I have always had a good rapport. We used to have a lot of problems with Fat Joe, Big Pun, and I would be the guy, the voice of reason, to squash all that. And I think someone should ask Fat Joe about it. He could articulate it. But again, I'm not trying to sell beard dye. I'm not trying to open up doors for people that have more money than me. I'm not trying to go into a club, make music, and be the old guy in the club and try to make myself look younger.
Right.
I like to create company. So my other Hove immediately, if we want to call it that, because he might have been generating the company $30 million, but we be paying him at least, you know, a big percentage of that, is to create another company. That was Rachel Roy. No one ever wants to talk about the fact that I stopped hip-hop music, retired, and broke another vertical that no one knows about in the designer field. Do your research, and that's Rachel Roy. Don't ever ask me about my money. That's corny. I'm never going to ask you about yours. I don't have a bankruptcy. I never went to jail for tax evasion. And if you did, I'm not downplaying you. I just never did all that.
Right.
All I've done is invest every dollar into my dreams. And if you want to know where the money is, go to America New. And you tell me anyone else that you know that has a television network that gets the full CPM, the data, and that made all the content on there. But if you don't understand that language, you might not know how to speak on it.
All right, so, my take on that would be maybe Fat Joe should have just, mind his business. However, it's an open discussion for anybody to, express how they feel about the situation. But to me, I really don't have no side to pick when it comes to the whole Rockefeller business because I wasn't there in every meeting. I wasn't there in every discussion. But I am a big fan of Rockefeller and their success. Big fan of Dame. I love his energy. I love Jay. I love Biggs Burke. I love his mindset and what he be the game he be kicking out through his IG. Hove on his music, Dame on his hustle. I mean, everything just stay property, Beanie in them, Young Guns in them. Like, just the whole situation. Rockaware, even down to Rock Nation. So to me, I just love the whole successful aspect and discussion surrounding the whole Rockefeller topic. So y'all let me know how y'all feel about it. Let me know what y'all feel. Let me know if y'all feel like, Dame is pushing too much of a line. Do y'all agree with Dame? Do y'all feel what Fat Joe was saying? Do you feel like Fat Joe should just stay in his lane and mind his business? All right, let me know how y'all feel, though. However, man, shout out to Dame, man. Shout out to Fat Joe. Shout out to the Dice Crew, and I'm out.